Most people think confidence is a weapon. They believe it's the ultimate key to winning. But get this, the exact same confidence that builds an empire is the exact same delusion that destroys it. Confidence and delusion aren't opposites. They're the same fuel. Amateurs seek the sun and get eaten. True power stays in the shadows. The only difference is who runs out of altitude first. This is the oldest trap in mythology. Icarus didn't fall because he flew too close to the sun. He fell because he stopped believing he could fail. 3,000 years later, one man proved the myth true, wearing a different crown. Here's the actual difference. Confidence is a belief that updates when reality pushes back. Delusion is a belief that refuses to. Same starting point, completely different endings. One listens, one doesn't. A confident man sees the red flag and changes course. A delusional man sees the same red flag and calls it jealousy, bad luck, or everyone else failing to understand him. Take Napoleon Bonaparte. He conquered almost all of Europe because he possessed supreme, undeniable confidence. Therefore, his brain started rewarding him. But your brain doesn't reward being right. It rewards feeling right. Dopamine fires the moment you believe something, not the moment it's proven true. Therefore, Napoleon stopped asking, "How do I get better?" Instead, he started asking, "Why doesn't the world just obey me yet?" He called it accuracy. History called it ego. And that is the trick. Delusion never announces itself as a lie. It always shows up wearing confidence's face. This is the moment historians still point to. At his own coronation, Napoleon took the crown out of the Pope's hands and placed it on his own head himself. Therefore, the closer you get to the top, the quieter your room becomes. But when the room goes completely silent, there is no one left to catch your fall. In 1812, Napoleon marched into Russia with 600,000 men. Everyone warned him, but his certainty had turned into a prison. He couldn't hear the warnings. He could only hear his own echo. He lost everything, not because the winter was cold, but because the law of ambition is brutal. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. He died on a rock in the middle of the ocean. Saint Helena, watched by guards, cut off from the empire he once ruled. The delusional mind never blames the belief. It blames the wind, the timing, the people who didn't understand. As the law states, a person who cannot master himself will master nothing. Not the sky, not the empire, not his own mind. The game ends when the king falls, not when a pawn takes your queen. You don't need an army to fall this way. A business, a relationship, one bad bet you refuse to walk away from. Same trap, no crown required. You cannot self-diagnose this. So ask yourself, the last time someone doubted you, did you get curious or did you get certain? The sky doesn't warn you before it stops holding you up. Stay, because next time, we are going inside the mind of a man who believed his own lies so deeply, he created a trap he couldn't escape. This is the inner sin.